Welcome YouTube to my Ancient Evil map guide. I'm going to be covering everything from the shield all the way up to the first upgrade of the gauntlets. I will not be covering anything Easter egg related, so that's anything past the Eternal Flame. I will be covering other things like the primordial weapon locations and the gauntlet locations. Timestamps will be up on screens on which ones you need, but I suggest watching the whole video so you can absorb as much information as you can. Okay, so here's the starting room. There's the oracle, and there's where you start your challenges. And this is where you pick up the rewards for the challenges, and there's the Eternal Flame. Over here we have the Essex Model 9, probably the worst gun in the game. Over here we have the Strife. And then come back here and open this door. I usually open this door first. I don't usually open the other one first. But we have the Mog here on the wall. You can go over here, open this door. This leads down to the MX9. Also a box location. And the Danu statue. This door is not opened yet. You need to activate the Sentinel artifact, which I'll show later. There's a door here. And there's like a bridge, you can go underneath it. And then back on the bridge, there's a swordfish. And open a door here. And there's a box, another box location. No, we're not going to go up here yet, because that's where the Sentinel artifact is. And that's something for the gauntlets, which is later. This little area that just leads back up to there, and we have the GKS on the wall. You go through here. And this is actually right next to spawn. And here's the SOG. Here's where you actually make the shield. And if you cross over right here to these two doors, this is actually where spawn was. Last place you can go through here, and there's a trap here. Kind of cool, it's like a bumble bath kind of thing. Trebuchet there, or the trench gun, another box location is there. And then the Raw statue. And you can't open that door yet either. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to activate the Sentinel artifact. You just want to follow the same route that I did. This is the one I use every time, I don't usually go the other way. Yeah, you want to come up. Just came through here. You want to come up here, and there's the cane on the wall. And then we have a Bowie knife over here. And Sentinel artifact is here. Basically, after you activate it, it's going to lock you in. The boss zombie's going to say some things. And he's going to spawn 3 skeletons. Now, how you kill skeletons is you have to shoot him in the head. If you don't shoot him in the head, like I'll show you in the gameplay, they just disintegrate and fall apart into a pile of bones. Then they kind of spawn somewhere else. It's pretty cool. A lot of video games do that, but you need to shoot him in the head to kill them permanently. After you kill those 3, some zombies will start spawning in from the crystal things, and you're still locked in. You basically just have to survive. And you should have your specialist weapon ready now. And it does get pretty hectic, so. And then eventually, Pegasus should spawn. And start electrocuting all the zombies with his wings. Which is pretty cool. And the screen goes white. And you get a max ammo. And that's how you activate the Sentinel artifact. Now we're going to be looking at the areas that the Sentinel artifact opened up. You can come back here Go back down here. This whole area just kind of loops back into itself. It's kind of confusing at first, but you'll get the hang of it.
The only thing of value
You can go
here
this way.
is staying alive. Pegasus is circling the city.
There's not much here.
You must find the golden bridle.
But this loops back around to where the stairs were. That's where we just were. That's the building we came out of with the Ra statue. There's the auger on the wall. And then the door here.
The Spartans worshipped war.
Not much here besides the giant ass bull and the thing for the
They
gauntlet.
made it appear glorious.
There's also an ICR. And the Zeus statue. Another box location behind here. And then just circles back down there. We have another door here. Not much here also.
Some would see
This comes up
pile
to
of
a
rubble
fountain.
that arrow struck. I see defensible high ground.
And there's another door here, which just loops back to where the auger was. There's a Mozu on the wall. See right there, there's the auger. You can come back over to the other side. Go up the stairs, and there's a Maddox right there. Come up the stairs, and this is where the Max 9 was. In the box. And that's it for this area. Okay, now we're going to be making the shield. Obviously there's going to be 3 parts again. And the first part for the first location is going to be either right here on this bridge. Or down here underneath the bridge on this rock. Or over here, which is in my game, on this rock right here.
A shield would be
The next part's going to be like this little spear or sword looking thing. It's going to be down in the treasuries. Just down past the Ra statue. Gonna come down here. See, they're going to be against this statue right here. Or sticking out of the bricks right here in this garden. Somewhere in this area. And there is going to be a door there, but the last part location should be right here against this brick, which is
this
my
will
game.
bear with a
Okay, so the next part, you actually need to get a boss to spawn so you can kill it so it can drop it. And how you summon the boss is you pick up the golden bridle, which you use to ride Pegasus to Pack-a-Punch. And the locations for the golden bridle is right there, which is in my game. We're not going to pick it up yet though, because it does spawn that boss. And not down here. I made the same mistake. It's up here. Right on this pillar. But we're going to go activate it now and fight the boss. This dude's pretty cool, honestly. He has 6 arms. He has a shield and a spear thing.
a shield, a sword. Let us see if you can use
He's
that
kind of hard to
weapon.
kill in the lower rounds. I'd suggest obviously using classic weapons, but after you kill him once, he will drop with this little broken shield thing. And now I'm going to be showing you where to craft it. We're over here in the marketplace, right here on this bench. Probably the coolest shield we've seen so far. I really like it. Okay, now that we're pretty much done with this area, we're going to be going over to Pegasus. After you pick up the golden bridle and kill that boss, Pegasus will now spawn over here by the Zeus statue. And you can ride him to Pack-a-Punch, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like Grog Krovi and the Dragons, but a little different. I'm just gonna fast forward to this. This is the cutscene. You don't need to press anything or do anything. It's better to see it on your own. But yeah, it flies you into hell. Pretty creepy, honestly. Once you're here, there's quite a bit here actually. You can come back here and there's a Spitfire on the wall. You can jump down here. As you come down here, there's going to be a Vapor on the wall, and then I almost said tonic, but the Odin perk. We need a door through here.
If I must die,
And another box location. The box locations are super weird. It'll like the box will move down here once you come down here with you. It's super weird. But you can come over, back over here, and this just loops back up to where the box was. Right there. There'll be a Titan on the wall. Never buy it. There's another big ass arrow. There's another cool trap. I think it's an acid trap. I've never used it. But that's where Pack-a-Punch is gonna be. And it's actually gonna be a fast travel up there. And then let's go through here.
Is that a forge or
And as you come over here next to this bird cage, some skeletons will spawn. There's a Kushika on the wall. And after you kill them, you can move on. You can come up here. And there'll actually be a buildable bench right there just for something else. And there's for more challenges. But that's pretty much it in this area. You come up out of here. There's a box location right there. You come back down here and this is where we were. This is where the bird cage is. That's where we went. We come back up through here, through this door. There's the Vapor and the... Now we're going to be looking at the Pegasus Strike. It's pretty cool. It's like a monkey bomb. The first part for it is going to be these little prongs. Could be there on that rock, or in this little fire tiki torch thing, or over here. And I already picked it up in my game, but it'd be on that rock right there. Next part is gonna be like a little anvil thing. It'll be either behind this pillar, on the side, not behind it, but on the side of the pillar, right here on this rock. And I kind of get a little confused, but it's it's over here on this rock behind me now. It's right there. And the last part, which is a hammer, will be down here in the snake. It'll be right there next to the bones, or against the bone, on the rock right there, right beneath the torch. We're down here right against the rock, which is where it is.
That's a nice weight.
Okay, now we're going to be looking at where to build it. Gonna be over here on this little tree stump. This is pretty cool. I think this is probably the best monkey bomb
This
thing we
does
have.
not mean I own.
Now we're going to be looking at Pack-a-Punch. It's pretty easy to spawn in. Basically, you just got to free these two birds that are in the cage, or eagles actually. They're Zeus's eagles, and they're going to destroy that giant crystal you saw earlier in the middle of the map, and that will uncover Pack-a-Punch. We need a ranged weapon to shoot this one down, or you can actually use the Mog too. I've used the Mog several times. And then after you do shoot it down, another one of these guys will spawn in, so take him out. After you take him out, you can go ahead and go to the other one, which is where the skeletons actually spawned in. And it doesn't matter what order you open this either. But basically, I open them because you get out your specialist weapon and you melee attack them. So now I'm gonna charge up my specialist weapon. So just bring it out, melee attack. Go to the other one, bring it out, melee attack. If you're talented enough, you can do it with just one. But then you want to go back to the center of the world. And the eagles will start flying around, and little lockdown thing again. We'll start destroying the crystal, we'll spawn some skeletons, and you just gotta survive for don't know, 1 minute maybe. Pegasus Strike does make this easier. It's gonna speed it up. And there we go. Now we're gonna be looking at the internal flame. Basically, you do that by doing challenges, and so it takes 1 legendary reward and 1 epic reward to activate the internal flame. And the easiest way to do it is to do it on the earlier rounds and not opening up a lot of the map, so it doesn't do something like the go to this area and kill zombies. It'll just have the areas that you've already opened. So this challenge is to do melee damage, so I have the strife, the stiletto knife on the strife, and I'm just killing zombies as quickly as I can with the stiletto knife. And how it bases your rewards off is it will give you rewards on how good you're doing on the challenge at the time you have to do it. And I actually do almost go down here trying to kill the blue guy, so I'll just pull out my specialist. And it does actually count towards melee weapons, or melee damage. Now the challenge is over, you don't want to collect your reward yet, just buy another challenge and it will actually pile on to your other challenges so you can keep building up the reward, either to legendary or epic, which is pretty cool. This one is kind of stupid, honestly. You have to take damage and then heal, so I just kept getting hit once and then healing all the way up, keep getting hit once, getting healed all the way up. It's really dumb, honestly. This is probably the most boring one, the most tedious one, but it's really not that bad. Even fast forwarding it takes a while. I can buy another one, and now it's telling me to go to the center of the world to kill zombies. And you need to kill the zombie inside the center of the world. You can't just be in the center, or where it's asking you. Pegasus Strike does count. So there we go, now I have an epic reward. And it won't actually let you go up anymore. It'll actually just tell you to stop doing your challenge and collect your reward, which is kind of interesting. So I'm just going to head back and collect my epic reward. And it gives me a Pack-a-Punch Demon. It's pretty cool, the demon's okay. And also give me a max ammo too. It gives you a lot of good stuff if you do epics. Now I just need a legendary.
Apollo approves of your efforts.
So we can buy another challenge. Start doing this one. Which I was asking me to go to the bathhouse and just stay in the bathhouse. These lockdown ones are probably the easiest. You just gotta survive. You don't have to kill them fast. You just have to sit there. That's pretty cool. I thought the blood in the water was pretty neat. Buy another challenge. This means we can go to the River of Sorrows. Doing another challenge. There we go. There's my legendary reward. And after you see me collect it, the flame will then turn blue. Kind of looks like a Wraith Fire, but actually got a Galil out of that one, which I took over the demon. So now it's blue. Pretty neat. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at all the primordial weapons, which is the things you need to find around the map to then create the gauntlets with. So they're pretty important. Basically, they're just going to be in these little added-on areas of the map. I think that one was in a pot, and it was like sparkling blue. Another area was be back there. Another area will be right there. Another area will be right here. One will be in a pot right there. Another be in another dirt pile there. There can also be one, which is there is in my game, and this crystal right here. You gotta knife it open first, and then you can collect it. But I already had one, so. Another one should be over here. And like a little gold pot you can knife open. Okay, that was all for the overworld. Now in hell, I should call it. There'll be a pot on the bridge right there with one in. And this is right here. This is actually in my game. It's actually a dirt pile to the little more at the left of that statue there. There'll be one there. There'll also could be a dirt pile up along here. There could also be another crystal spawn right there. And there can be another crystal, which there is in my game, with one in it right there. And there will only be 4 too, because there's 4 gauntlets. Another spawn will be right here in this dirt pile. Another can be up here in this tile of the floor right there. And then the last one down here in this dirt pile right there. Now we're going to be looking at making all of the gauntlets. Pretty straightforward, they're pretty easy. It's the same thing for all of them. Just get a primordial weapon and go to one of these little circles on the floor. There'll be 2 in hell and 2 in the overworld. And it'll basically just make like a little wall that you can't go out of. Like you can try, but you can't go out of it. With some zombies that will spawn in with the corresponding color flame to them. And it actually, the circle lasts exactly the same amount of time that the Pegasus strike lasts. So that's a big help. Once the circles disappeared, you can get out and you can also collect your gauntlet. Which is the first one. It's pretty cool. Pretty easy. Next one, going to be the sun one. Or the yellow one, I forgot the god's name. It's going to be over here by the Sentinel artifact. The next one is going to be the Earth Gauntlet, or the green one. And the very last one is going to be in Hell. This one's pretty cool. It's the Red Gauntlet, or the Charon Gauntlet. And it's the same for everything. Now we're going to be looking at upgrading them. We're going to be looking at the Sun Gauntlet first. You need to shoot these mirrors so they look like that. And you do need to do it with a long range weapon. And there's another mirror over here. And stuff like that. And they'll be random every time. You don't just shoot them that exact amount of times every time. The last mirror is down here, looking up. The Apollo spawn point again. And then you need to take the gauntlet and shoot the mirrors you were just shooting once with the gauntlet. It'll bounce off the mirror, hit the crystal, and then go into the little pot right there. and you need to shoot all 3 of those mirrors and collect the energy or whatever that was in the crystal. Again, the other one's right there.
I am grateful for this modest
Pretty cool.
success.
Like, as soon as I saw those crystals, I knew they were going to be a part of the Sun Gauntlet. There's the last one.
Rarely smile.
That one should have killed me, but whatever. Then you actually need to go up to the pots, hit them with the gauntlet,
Flame will not stay
and then
lit for long.
quickly take them back because it's timed. The little orb will slowly fade away. You need to take them back over to the machine thing and hit them into another pot, and there's 3 pots there. And these 2, the more further away ones, these are probably the hardest ones. Like this one, I fail sometimes on, but this is my route. Way easier if you have stamina, especially in your Odin spot. As you can see, it starts to like fade away and dim away.
I consider that to
But
be
just
a
hurry up and get
success.
it into the pot and it'll be fine. And again, the last one. This one looks like it's the furthest, but it's not. The second one that I did was actually the furthest. And you kind of just barely make it every time with these 2.
About that.
And then I'll actually make a portal, which then you can go into. And this is kind of fun. You don't really.
A looking glass.
This isn't very hard. You have now unlimited ammo in your gauntlet, and you need to use the special charge up feature, which Oracle is telling you to do, to kill a bunch of zombies. And it's probably maybe 30 or something kills. And I think you do have to kill them with the charge up special ability. But again, you have unlimited ammo. It's super easy. Once you do, the portal will spawn back again, and it will spawn you back, and then you now are possessing it. Okay, for the next gauntlet, it's going to be the Gaia gauntlet. This one's probably my favorite. It's really cool. Treyarch hasn't done anything like this one before. You need to go up to each one of these plants around the map. I'll show you where all of them are. Shoot the little crystals off, and pick up this little seedling plant, and bring it back to the altar. And you can't shoot, you can't sprint with it, but it's pretty cool looking, and it's not timed.
However small is still a success.
The other one's over here.
Good fortune. At last.
And you just gotta do the same thing for all 3 of these plants and bring it back to the altar. Kinda reminds me of the movie WALL-E.
Marvelous.
There we go, there's 2 out of 3. It's kinda weird, for all the upgrades you need to collect 3 things. Kinda went the long way to get this one, but you can go around the other way too. And the last one is just right here, right outside spawn.
How unusual.
And just take it back to the altar. And you definitely do want to do it at the end of the round, because it can get very crazy if you do it in the middle of the round with zombies spawning in. And there's a third one. After you put all three down, another portal will spawn. And then it's the exact same challenge again. You just gotta use your charge up attack with the gauntlet. Next one's gonna be the Charon one, or the Death Gauntlet, or the red one. This one probably looks the coolest, but it's definitely not the best. But basically you just need to get some kills with the gauntlet in this little river. You need to kill the zombies so that they die in the river. And you'll see that slowly the river becomes more red. And then eventually, at the end of the round, when you get enough kills, you can press X or square on the river, you'll drink it, and you need to run around the map and collect these little coins. But not all of them are real coins. Only 3 out of all the ones that you find will be real. And you'll know they'll be real by the noise. It'll sound like a little coin toss. When you know it's fake, it'll sound like a fire going out, and it'll also say extinguish the fake coin. When it's real, it'll say obtain. And you can see them through walls. You don't really need to know where all of them are. But there, I just found my last one. And then you take it back to the Charon altar. You place them back. And it'll spawn a portal. You do this all over. The challenge all over again.
From the left bank to the shores of the river Styx.
Now for the blue gauntlet. You basically just need to get zombie kills in front of these big arrows, and you need to make the zombie fly up and hit the arrow. Just like that, and you'll know if they'll hit it because they'll bounce off it and it'll shake. Then it'll send out these little arrows with these little feathers, and then you need to shoot them twice with the gauntlet so that they fly to the altar and fix the altar. And you'll know you did it because the arrow will then fall. There's the other location. This one you do need to shoot twice. I'm pretty sure the other ones you need to shoot once. And the last one's over here. And the snake. Actually, this one you need to shoot twice. The other ones you can only need to shoot once. Just like that. Then you need to come back down. Portal will activate. Then you need to do your challenge again. There you go, there's your gauntlets. Okay, that was my Ancient Evil map guide. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys found it helpful. I will be posting more videos like this, so be sure to subscribe. I'll be doing Easter egg guides and strategy guides, along with dark matter strategy guides. Other than that, leave a like, subscribe, great day.
She from the country, think she like me cause I'm from New York. Look baby, this is simple, you can't see. You fucking with me, you fucking with a P.I.M.P.